We're going to talk about my number one contender for Game of the Year. Can I have one of those, sir? Pokemon Go. This week in Pokemon Go. So what's
this week in Pokemon Go?
Yeah, so I'm just gonna,
Everyone hates everything.
Everyone hates everything. So first off, I just want to let's load up our squad real quick, because I want to see like where you're at and who are some of your key Pokemon that you've caught.
For sure.
Since the game has been released. It's been out at this point for 3-4 weeks.
Yeah,
Let me turn down my sound here. I notice a lot of people that when I'm out playing, they don't have their sound on.
Yeah, okay. I've never had my sound on.
So first off, I'm level 19. Okay.
Me too.
Oh, we finally caught up with each other. And I would say as far as like highest CP Pokemon, I've got my highest is a Vaporeon at 1456.
Nice.
And then a Flareon at 1195, a Victory Bell at 1158, which I just caught outside of my apartment.
Nice.
I just saw him and I was like, holy shit. And then I've got a level 1008 Pidgeot.
Nice.
A level 907 Jolteon, a level 800 Weepinbell, a 765 Snorlax, a 747 Venomoth, a 684 Gloom, and then below that, I've got all my sub 650s are Dodrio, Beedrill, Pinsir, Raticate, Haunter, Ponyta, Butterfree, Nidorina, and Ivysaur. And then beyond that is some other...
Are you still hoarding Pidgeys?
No, not really. I mean, I usually get them and I trade them in for candy, and I'll wait till I get a bunch. But Pidgeys are a dime a dozen.
Yeah, exactly.
So, who are some of your power players in your Pokedex? All
right. So I have not been keeping up with playing as much recently. I've kind of fallen behind on it. So my strongest is only 1276, but it's an Exeggutor. And it's
so my strongest is actually stronger than your strongest.
Yeah, quite a bit. Quite a bit stronger, yeah.
Because for a while you were on top of it.
Then, of course, my Vaporeon's 1173. Got a 1010 Pidgeot, Jolteon, Flareon, Venomoth. I've got Snorlax named Power Bottom.
Nice.
856. I actually caught a Haunter at 638.
I caught a Haunter at 597. In a cemetery.
Oh, that's too perfect.
I know. So it's been a long time since a game like this has taken the world by storm.
Right.
And honestly, I can't think of a game to compare it to. Okay? I mean, sure, you've got your Mario Brothers. You've got your Call of Duties.
Yeah.
You've got your Flappy Bird and your Candy Crush. But we're talking about a free-to-play mobile game that within a week was competing with Twitter.
Yeah.
For active users.
And of course, surpassed Twitter.
I mean, and, you know, it's fallen off since then. But when you have presidential candidates referencing a mobile game, a free-to-play mobile game, then it needs to be acknowledged.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay? Now, the problem with Pokemon Go that a lot of people are having is that certain features have been turned off, like tracking.
Yeah.
Okay. They're not getting a lot of response from the developer, Niantic, and a lot of people are bitching about the bugs.
Yeah.
So much so that some of the like Pokemon Go like fanatics Facebook groups that I was just added to without my permission.
Yeah, me too.
By certain friends are just inundated with butthurt. Okay. And it kind of leads me to the realization that it seems like there's an adverse effect with the level of investment somebody has in something. It seems like the lower that is, the more they feel entitled to bitch, which you would think it would be the other way around. Now, and of course, this is all anecdotal evidence, but I worked in the bar business for a long time. And more people would complain about paying a $200, $300, $5 cover than they would paying a $10, $15 cover.
Yeah.
Okay? You would never hear more bitching than someone being asked to pay $1 to get into a show. And this just reminds me of that all over again. Here's a game that you're getting for free.
Yeah.
That apparently at the very beginning you absolutely love and spend all your time on.
Yeah.
And then when certain things are taken away or certain things aren't working the way that you think they should, or certain cheating apps that you use get taken away from you, which, hey, Niantic's reasoning for that is pretty legit as far as I'm concerned. Absolutely. Because they're like, look, the amount of stress that this app is putting on our servers is delaying us from being able to release this in other countries. Okay? And it's just, all of a sudden, everyone's a freaking computer programmer. Oh, no, that's not it. That can't be how it works. And now companies, like, people are suing Niantic. They are, there's businesses that are trying to sue them because they want Pokestops, and they're being, well, we didn't agree to be a Pokestop, and so you need to take it off. There's like class action lawsuits being filed against the company now.
Wow. I do feel like that some of the gripes that people have are warranted. Not being able to track anything that you're trying to find makes the game more difficult to play. They have made